Radio Raheem here with Keith, one-time Thurman. You put on a clinic. It was a decisive victory. But when you hit him with that first shot, knowing that you're a knockout artist and that's what you're looking for, he went down. Sometimes fighters say they relax in that moment, like, okay, this is going to be what I expected. Did that happen to you?
What happened was, you start off with a boom and, you're up +2. You're up +2. And, we're always looking for the knockout, but I just really didn't want to force the knockout. I felt like he walked into one, maybe he'll walk into another one. But at the end of the day, he made sure that he didn't do that. And maybe I could have pressed it a little harder. I could have done more. I could have forced the knockout. But we got a nice boxing clinic, and we got a nice 12 rounds under my belt. I don't have too many opportunities to do that. It takes a well defensive fighter to make me go 12 rounds. I'm most likely going to have to go 12 rounds in other scenarios in my career. But I'm going to look back at the film. I already know what really pretty much happened in the ring. There were times when I was slipping. I think I could have come up with a few more left uppercuts. Maybe that would have, if I caught him on the chin, similar to Soto Karass, maybe that would have put him back down on the mat. He was short. It's been a long time since I fought such a small fighter, so I had to angle my punches differently. I wasn't able to get to the body like I wanted to. I think I could have made a few adjustments to do that and possibly create a knockdown. So, obviously the power was there. He's a fighter that's never been beat, never been knocked down, and he experienced both tonight.
Being on the move, on your bicycle, you're still offensive, but definitely moving more than we're accustomed to seeing you. Was that part of the game plan, or was that an adjustment?
He had little movements and things at his arsenal that was a little awkward for me and a little frustrating because he's not standing there, not the easiest to hit. So I said, let's show him how I'm not that easy to hit. I'm not just going to stand there, I'm going to frustrate him, So I frustrated my opponent and I frustrated the crowd at the same time. But at the end of the day, man, we walk away with a victory. We are still undefeated and still the WBA interim world champion.
And you're still on the way up. When you're having learning experiences like this, I'm sure it's the first time you've ever experienced a fan or the crowd booing. When you heard that, how did that affect you mentally? And did it make you feel like you should press in that moment?
No, there was a few times where I was like, okay, maybe let's sit down, throw two nice shots and see what happens. But at the end of the day, man, I was really just focused on frustrating my opponent. And while frustrating my opponent, I was frustrating the crowd at the same time. Like I said on stage, man, that's my office, that's my workplace. You can't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Me and my team are going to do what's best for Keith one-time Thurman. We're going to do what's best to walk away with a victory, and that's exactly what we did tonight.
You're calling out some of the greatest fighters in the world, the biggest on the stage right now, making adjustments in the ring, having an awkward guy like that. What did you learn from this experience, and what do you do in the gym if you do get a fight with a Mayweather or a Pacquiao or someone on the elite level to not be feeling awkward or frustrated with them on the other side of the ring?
Well, for the most part, I think I could have pressed with my defense up. I could have moved forward a little bit more. There were times where I was trying to move in, but we were clashing heads. And at the end of the day, in the back of my mind instantly, that made me move back out. I was doing so good on the outside when I was moving in and we were clashing heads, moving in and clashing heads. I was a little concerned about creating cuts. I've never experienced a cut. I'm not trying to experience a cut just because I want to press a fight. And I was winning in the style and the format that I already was doing. So if you got a successful blueprint, why change from that? At the end of the day, I just did what my trainer in my corner wanted me to do. We established the jab, we moved, we were pop shotting, and we got that victory. And
lastly, Keith, do you still feel like you're ready for Floyd Mayweather right now, or is Marcos Maidana maybe a smarter fight before you take it to that next level?
Marcos Maidana would possibly be a smarter fighter. I know a lot of people would feel like that, but I'm ready to fight the best. I'm ready to fight the best. I'm ready to learn. I don't care about losing. But Marcos, I know a lot of people, they talk about stepping stones. Every fighter should take stepping stones, and I believe Marcos Maidana would be one of those stepping stones on the path to Floyd Money Mayweather. But at the end of the day, man, 2015 is still #burn money.
Thank you, Keith Thurman. Keith, one-time Thurman on a great performance. Radio Raheem with one time.